David Raya, looks like he's our first choice goalkeeper. First half, that save from Brennan Johnson was a very good save, very, very good save from Raya. Even the second one from Son. For the first goal, I don't think you'd have done anything. Second goal, I don't know, maybe. But now I don't like seeing stuff like, okay, Ramsdale would have saved that. That is the thing I don't want. I don't want that divide in the team. Like Raya would have saved that, or Ramsdale would have saved that. He saved a couple, but first half, actually, surprisingly, Raya had a couple of opportunities to kick the ball, and he kicked them out of off the field, out of the pitch, a couple of times. So he considered 2 goals as well. I don't think he'd have done much, but good save in the first half. A couple of good chances where he came and collected the ball. So tough, man. In a game like this, I'm going to give David Raya 6 out of 10 for today. I think he made a couple of good saves, but I think for the other 2 games, it's been better than today. Zinchenko, I mean, I had a lot of Tottenham fans saying we are going to target Zinchenko. Kulusevski is going to rip him apart. Solomon is going to rip him apart. Johnson is going to rip him apart. I don't think Zinchenko was ripped apart defensively today, which is a good thing. Attacking-wise, we didn't see Zinchenko as much as you usually see him attacking-wise. Like we usually see Zinchenko doing a lot of passes. Today, not quite a lot. A couple of good tackles and all that, but again, we considered 2 goals. Did we concede from his side? I don't think he considered from his side. The first goal, left side. Second goal, from the middle, pretty much. So Zinchenko as well. I don't think he had a bad game, so I'm going to give him same as Ray. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Now, this is very low for these players. I usually give this guy 7s, 8s, 9s. So this is very low for players like this. But I don't think he had a calamitous performance. I'm going to give him a 6. Ben White on the other side. Now, both goals came from his side, but the first one, it was Saka being beaten. The second one was not from his side. It was from Jorginho in midfield. He can't do anything about that. But in the second half, in terms of attacking, it was actually looking like Ben White was our best opportunity to actually get a goal. I think he was going forward well. A couple of misplaced passes, I think, from Saka and Odegaard. White would have done good. I think he did put in a couple of good crosses. I don't think Ben White was a calamity as well. I think he was okay today. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10, just like Zinchenko. I am going to rewatch the game, and if I make any mistakes in the player ratings, I'm going to correct it, like in the next stream and stuff. William Saliba. Again, I don't think Saliba was bad as well. A couple of times he put in 2-3 tackles. He always looks comfortable on the ball and all that. So again, we considered 2 goals, but this is the kind of games where you concede 2 goals, but I don't think any of the defenders made any mistakes for us to concede the 2 goals. So I am going to give Saliba 6 as well, despite conceding 2 goals, not 5. God, no. If you consider 5 goals, I might not be on this stream right now. Gabriel as well, I think he was okay. Unless, correct me if I'm wrong, do you think the defenders were terrible today? Personally, I don't think so. So I actually going to give all of them a 6. Raya 6, Gabriel 6, Saliba 6, Zinchenko 6, White 6. So this is very low still for them, because I usually give them like 8s and 9s, but I don't think any of them really made bad mistakes. I don't think so. I mean, maybe first half, maybe that goal from Son, maybe better communication, but that was pretty much it. I think in terms of passing and all that, they didn't really make a lot of mistakes. So I'm going to give all of them a 6. Now, Declan Rice wasn't on for too long. He was only on for 45 minutes. And for that 45 minutes, I think he lost the ball a couple of times. I think he put in a couple of tackles, good tackles a couple of times. But for those 45 minutes, I think it was just average. So I'm going to give Rice a 5 out of 10. Yeah, this is the lowest you're ever going to see him getting on this channel, probably. I hope so, because if it goes lower than the 5, it probably means that you've got that game. So I'm going to give Rice a 5 out of 10. Martin Odegaard, I love him. I told you he's my best Arsenal player. But they had a shot in the first half. A couple of times he spread the ball nicely to Saka and to Jesus on the left side. But he was very quiet in the second half. Am I wrong to say that? I think Odegaard was very quiet in the second half. Like, and whenever Odegaard and Saka go quiet, then we're in a bit of trouble. Like, whenever you see us not creating chances and all that, he was very quiet. Today, apart from the first half, maybe he was lively, maybe in the first half. But I'm going to give him a 6. But this is a lucky 6 for him, which is a 6 going down to 5.5, not a 6 going down to 6.5. Actually, he might even get a 5. Let me see how I'm feeling as I do the others. Let me know what you'd give Odegaard. I want to know what you guys would give the defenders, and also also Odegaard. Those are the main ones. I really want to see what you'd give them. The other midfielder who started, Vieira again. He was only on for 45 minutes as well. I think it was almost the same as Rice. A couple of good runs in the midfield, but was only on for 45 minutes. So I'm going to give Vieira 5 as well. And then comes the forward players. Jesus, first chance, it took it well. It was saved well. Second chance, you have to put that on target. I'm actually doing him justice, not saying scoring. You're supposed to score that. But at least you have to put it on target. You cannot put it off target. I mean, for him to play on the left side, I think he did okay for someone playing on the left side, but we needed more from him. So I'm just going to give him just above average because he looked lively and got a couple of good chances. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10, not the best. Next up is Bukayo Saka. Yeah, by far our best player, I think. By far our best player. He took the penalty well. And the first half, I think he ripped apart to Dog. He was fouling him. I think he did well. So Bukayo Saka, I think this is easily man of the match. So this, I don't think I have to put a poll on this one. I'm going to give Bukayo Saka an 8 out of 10. For second half, you could see he was way too tired. Like, I don't know when you're going to give him a rest. Hopefully he doesn't play on Wednesday. That is when I will need the likes of Nelson and Fabio to come on. But Saka, I think he was good, scored a penalty, and the first goal came from him as well. If it's not for Saka, we don't get a goal today. Also, the Jesus chance in the first half, is Saka who put in the cross and Jesus shot the ball and the keeper made a very good save. So it is from Saka as well. So I think that Saka first half performance was really good. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Again, another reason I gave Jesus a 6 out of 10 because the pressing was really good. We were putting them under a lot of pressure. So Saka, 8 out of 10. Next up is Eddie Nketiah. Not good. And today, not good at all. Did he get a chance today? I mean, he didn't get a chance to score today. That is, I don't know if you can blame him for that, but we need way more. Like when Jesus was pressing and Saka was pressing, I didn't see Nketiah. And pretty much the second half, I did not see him at all. So that is a very disappearing performance, as people like to call it. So I didn't see. I didn't want him to start today. I wanted Smith Rowe or someone else. He ended up starting because Trossard is injured, Martinelli is injured. You can't do anything about that. But again, the thing with this team right now, you have to take your opportunities. If players are out injured, you have to take opportunities. And if they're taking the opportunities, we'd not have been crying about Trossard and Martinelli right now. But since we are crying about Trossard and Martinelli and all those guys, it means people didn't take their chances in terms of performance. So I gave Vieira and Rice a 5 out of 10. But Nketiah was on for 90 minutes, wasn't he? He even picked up a silly yellow card on top of that as well. I just remembered. Yeah, today Nketiah, we have to be real, not happy at all today. And I'm going to give you a 4 out of 10. I think today was very disappointing. Second half, he disappeared. So I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10 for today. Players coming off the bench. This is going to be so hard, man. Jorginho, now let me say this. After he made the mistake, he also made another one that almost cost another goal. But apart from that, there's a couple of times he did give a couple of good passes. But in this situation, I choose to ignore that because after we scored to make it 2-1, you cannot give a mistake right away. And as I said, it's not a mistake where you are being pressed and you're like, oh my goodness, where is the help? There's 3 players around him. He's lost the ball. It's not his fault, all that. Or it's a pass where you're passing the ball and it ended up in a different player's foot or anything like that. No. He literally had like 1 hour to choose to pass the ball. Like there was Raya behind him. There was Gabriel. There was Saliba. So many opportunities to pass the ball. He actually looked. It's not like he didn't look. Like he didn't know there was a person to pass the ball. I saw him. I looked at that replay 4 times. Jorginho had the ball and he looked and he saw Gabriel and Saliba there and he was like, nah, I'm not going to pass there. I'm going to go straight to Maddison and Son. You're taking yourself to the Lions, man. You're taking, like, that is a terrible mistake. As I've said, I think that is the worst mistake we made this season. Like worse than the Havertz one, worse than the Saka one, like all of them. Like it's worse. So in terms of performances, that was a calamity, Jorginho. That was a calamity. And that is the least player rating you're going to get in the national shirt. Hopefully, that was terrible. Jorginho, today, I'm going to give you a 2 out of 10. Yes. Jorginho gets a 2 out of 10 for today. That was a calamity. Made another one. So Jorginho gets a 2 out of 10 for today. That was a terrible, terrible performance. And I usually try to give players a benefit of the doubt, even after a bad performance like Ramsey last season against Southampton. I usually go to 3 or 4s because I try to look at other good things that you did. But today, that's not good, Jorginho. That's not a good performance. 2 out of 10. Havertz came on at halftime as well. I think they're talking about 007 or something like that. I mean, I don't really count the Everton game because he was only on for 5 minutes, but they'll be very happy that Havertz hasn't scored for 7 games. There was a chance he had, like in the as well. Like again, I don't think he was good. Yes, now I try to look at the positives and the negatives. There's a couple of times Tottenham got a free kick and they put it into the box and Havertz cleared it twice. So that is good. That is good. But there's a couple of times he had a chance to cross the ball on the left side. I think he was just body checked just like a little bit and he fell down. Another cross that went straight to a Tottenham player. And the shot that he had outside the box, that is a left foot, man. You have to put it on target or not that far away. So again, Havertz today, not good, man. And I'm wide. You know why I'm wide? I'm not like some of you saying, okay, get him out of the team, sell him or anything like that. My worry is confidence. You know, the moment he keeps on doing that, the confidence just goes low and low. And he's going to have to play because we are picking up injuries. Like if one more injury to Vieira or Odegaard, then boom, he's having to start every single game unless you start the likes of El Neni. So I'm worried about his confidence going even low. I think I had something like he's not scored like since March or something. That is a long time. Like, I don't know how you're going to get his confidence back. Like, in terms of... That's a long time not to score. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. I think he was slightly better than Jorginho. So 4 out of 10, very below average today. Who else came on? Was there anyone else who came on? Smith Rowe, he was only on for 4 minutes, but I'm actually going to give Smith Rowe a 6 out of 10, and he was only on for 4 minutes. He actually looked like he was going to do something decent. So I'm going to give Smith Rowe a 6 out of 10. Is there anyone else I'm missing? Nelson. I think Nelson looked a bit good, maybe a couple of poor decisions, but you could see, like, if you give him the ball, he can try and make something happen. So I'm just going to give him a 6 out of 10. I don't think I've missed anyone. If I've missed anyone, it shows you maybe they didn't do anything at all. Ramsdale did not play today. He was not happy at all. You could tell again. I think he's going to start on Wednesday again. Hopefully his confidence has not fallen short. Mikel Arteta. Last against Man United, I think I gave him 8 or something. Against Everton, I think I gave him 7. Against PSV, that was a very good performance. I think I gave him 9. Today, I'm not going to give you a 9. Now, we didn't lose the game, yes, but it's a game that you usually expect to win at home to Tottenham. It wasn't his fault that Jorginho made a mistake, and it's not his fault that Jorginho came on if Rice is in, unless it was a tactical decision. I'm waiting to hear that later. If he actually removed Rice because it was tactical, that is crazy. But I've heard rumors that Rice had an injury, so you can't really do anything about that. Rice has to go off. Jorginho has to come on. We don't have anyone else there unless you bring on El Neni. So that is not his fault. I don't agree with Nketiah staying on for 90 minutes. I actually was screaming for him to be subbed off at halftime because I don't think he was good at all in the first half as well. I don't agree Jesus going off instead of Nketiah. I also don't agree with that one as well. Starting lineup, I don't mind Jesus and Nketiah starting. I mean, as I said, I don't mind Nketiah starting. I mean, the games is started and come on this, and this is a couple of games has helped us win this season. But in terms of overall, the mistakes, again, too many. But in terms of subs and Nketiah playing 90 minutes, I was not too happy with that. So today it was average, very average for Mikel. I think this is the lowest I've given him this season. So 5 out of 10.